Are you following Super Rugby Pacific? Stick around, I'll share my insights on round 9, the results and who stood out for their team this week. Hey everyone, it's Coach H here and you've found Inspired by Union, a channel where I discuss Southern Hemisphere rugby. Let's dive right in. Greetings, Rugby Universe, Super Rugby Pacific, round 9, done and dusted, in the bag. I'm going to deep dive into my insights on the Blues versus the Brumbies. I'll take a look at who stood out for either side. I'll also look at the other results from the one-sided contests across the weekend. The Blues versus the Brumbies. The Blues weren't flawless, but they did bring energy and intent to this contest. The Brumbies have been put to the sword twice this year against top-tier opposition, firstly the Chiefs and now the Blues. Sotutu showed the AB's selectors he has a hard edge to go with the open running player across the early rounds of the comp. The Blues pack really rolled up their sleeves in this encounter, and the small numbers contributed to 5 of the 8 tries overall. The Blues will get Perifetta, Sullivan and Christie back in the coming weeks, which will add weaponry to their arsenal in time for finals. Blues 46, Brumbies 7. Fijian and Drua versus the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes achieved what 7 others failed to do previously, leave Fiji with a win. A clinical first half from the visitors silenced the Ndrua faithful, and an aggressive and clean body of work at the contact area was a source for their domination. The chop tackle stifled the Ndrua continuity and brought frustration to their game when they had ball in hand. The Canes very much played on the edge of the laws, and 3 yellow cards against top-tier opposition. They will be lucky to survive this issue if it happens against one of the heavyweights. Isikali Rabitu looks a find in the number 10 jersey for the Ndrua and could have a very long career as a playmaker. Canes 38, Ndrua 15. The Reds versus the Highlanders. The Highlanders are in a real slump and didn't bother the scorers in this game. The Reds, meanwhile, were industrious, and Liam Wright put in a huge shift that would have put the national selectors on notice. Minus their 2 guns watching from the stands, the Reds found their mojo, and their set-piece work and decision-making in open play bore real fruit when they entered the opposition 22. The Southern men limped back to Dunedin after their Aussie sojourn, where they were rated a D, show promise, but are easily distracted. Reds 31, the Highlanders with the doughnut. Western Force versus the Crusaders. The Force had a whale of a game out west, rewarded their faithful for their perseverance, and turned the Crusaders' difficult season into a nightmare. Sevu Reece took the try-scoring record for the Crusaders. He's been one Crusader that has performed like an All Black this year to date. Kurtley Beale cut an emotional figure receiving his first cap for the Force post-game. He added a playmaking element to complement the dangerous and high work rate of Tiatia on the wing. Ben Donaldson was solid for the Force, and his ability to keep the scoreboard ticking over via the boot added all sorts of pressure to the Crusaders as they chased the game. Force 37, Crusaders 15. If you're enjoying these insights, please leave a like and a comment, and I'll endeavour to get back to you. Well, Highlanders and Crusaders fans don't have a lot to cheer about, with doom and gloom covering the mainland. The Canes and the Blues both sent a message to the rest of the comp. The Brumbies will be looking for the secret ingredient so that they're competitive with the top tier teams moving forward. We've seen the Reds and the Force bounce back from really tough periods with quality wins at home. I'm Coach H. You've been watching Inspired by Union.